I'm really happy. One, with this event, it's great to see some of our guys, and I've been in Sarasota and seen some of our guys rehabbing down there. Guys are really excited for the season to start, and excited where we're at right now.
What do you think of the rotation that's been put together with new additions and just guys returning and just the group as a whole?
It's definitely got some experience on the mound with Adam Sugano and Charlie Morton. Bringing some guys back that we're excited about. That with Grayson and Dean and Eflin and Albert Suarez, who's here. Cade Povich is here. So it's going to be a really good competition in camp. Nice that I'm glad we brought some veteran guys in to help us out, and looking forward to get going.
Get a lot of key veteran voices in the clubhouse leave this offseason. Do you feel like this is going to be an opportunity for maybe some of the younger guys to kind of continue that side of their development?
Yeah. There's guys have done some really good things here the last couple of years. I think they're ready to take that next step, and Westy's here and Gunner and Adley, and these guys are now getting in their third year, and they definitely have the makeup for it, and I think they're all ready to start being leaders not only on the field but off the field, and which they've been doing actually for young players, which that's what's been so impressive about them. But it's a really, really cool core group of guys.
Hanging on those guys for a second. I mean, how did the conversations change with some of those young guys who are now gradually kind of maturing and getting more experience and know what they have to do?
I mean, we haven't even started spring training yet, so a little bit in the off season. Talk to these guys a little bit in the off season about what they're working on in the off season, but also going into next year. And then those conversations are going to continue when we report to Florida here pretty soon.
Unlike in some years, you have more guys with major league experience than you have spots for. I mean, how intense is that competition going to be in the spring?
Well, I just think depth. We saw what happened to us last year injury-wise. You see what's happening around the league. I think as much depth as you could possibly have. Can never have enough pitching. Injuries are going to happen throughout a 6-month season, a month and a half of spring training, then 6 months plus. So, the competition in spring training is going to be it's more than ever before here. But also, I think we created some depth, which is really, really important going forward.
Is there a concern about how do you replace 44 home runs from Santander?
Well, I think you want to see other guys step up that have the ability to hit for some more power. Also, you had Tyler O'Neill, who had a nice power year the last few years. You get guys like Kierstead are going to get more of an opportunity to have huge power. So I think we'll supplement it in other ways.
Last year you kind of went into spring knowing that Corbin Burns was going to be your opening day starter. Are you looking forward to maybe a competition here between some guys to have that honor? Certainly?
Yeah, we'll kind of see where we are in spring training, but opening day starter hasn't really we've kind of joked around a little bit, but nothing's been solidified at this point.
Last few years.
What do you really know about Sugano? Have you been able to talk to him? Did you watch a lot of video?
Watched some video on him. I know our pitching guys dove into it, as well as our pro scouting department and front office. I was on a couple Zooms with him, one before he signed and then one after he signed. It's a really impressive guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's had some amazing years in Japan, and I'm looking forward. I've never seen him throw, so I'm looking forward to seeing him throw in spring training.
Last few years, you've had Adley and McCann as the two catchers. How nice do you think it'll be for the pitching staff to have a fresh voice in Gary to change things up a little bit?
No, both those guys. Mac did an awesome job for us the last couple of years. Robbie Chirinos before that, in a backup role, and then Adley. They know Adley really well. There's always going to be, with the new catcher in Gary, there's going to be some get to know throughout camp. That's going to be important for us that he catches everybody. These 6 weeks is going to be a real get to know for him, as well as the pitchers, understanding what they like, what they don't like, how to set up, etc. But I've been on a couple of Zooms with Gary too, and he's a pro, and looking forward to the season to start.
Talk to Mike today about Felix, and we know in spring it's going to be a ramp-up process for him, but how excited are you just to see him sort of fully back in the fold, getting close to pitching again?
Yeah, no, I've been in Sarasota the last couple of weeks. He's been there. Fun to walk in the clubhouse and seeing him in the training room and in the weight room and the throwing on the field. It's been a lot. It's we missed him obviously in a huge way last year. Loved just when he was just around, just him being around last year at times. Was a good feeling, but you wanted to put him in the game. But unfortunately, last year was, he had to go through what he had to go through rehab-wise. Did an amazing job with that, and he looks great right now.
Why was Cody Ashe for you the right guy for the job to be promoted to hitting coach?
Yeah, I think Cody has been a big voice for us the last couple of years in the cage and in hitters meetings. Guy that's played in the big leagues, gone through some adversity, done just really, really well respected by our players, knows our players really well. So it was kind of an easy transition for us to have him slide into this role, and he's off to a really good start.